Good morning and welcome to a special edition of Appfie's Power Minutes live from San Francisco, the beautiful San Francisco. We're ready to kick off Microsoft Ignite. If you like to receive everything we talk about in a written PDF format, like an early Christmas gift, just watch this video until the end and we will provide you with a passcode to obtain it. We will split this video in 3 sections. 1, everything related to AI-driven automation. 2, everything related to safe adoption, including governance. And 3, the impact of AI on the human ambitions. This first section, AI-driven intelligent automation, is basically on how we are transforming from the classic automation capabilities, saying if this and that approach, including your applications in the middle, towards an agent-driven, let's say even a multi-agent driven landscape. One of the cool capabilities announced at Ignite is Vibe Power Apps, a no-code oriented way, conversational way to create your own solutions. Basically, you're talking to several agents, requirements agents, build agents, automation agents, and you're explaining them what you want. They will convert it into solutions, and afterwards you can fine-tune it, of course, by talking with a conversational agent or using low-code or pro-code capabilities to optimize your solution. Microsoft finally achieved to make RPA sexy and hot. Yes, you heard that right. Thanks to computer use, you now have an agent who is assisting you to do the RPA automation activities. So no more complexity in configuring, developing all these RPA flows yourself. Now you have an agent that does it together with you. Another quite important thing to understand and to look at is MCP, Model Context Protocol, basically used as MCP servers. What is this actually? It's a way of making sure that your models can work with tools and data. And you as a customer, a partner, or Microsoft itself can create MCP servers. For example, an MCP server that works with Microsoft Word, one that works with PowerPoint, another one with Outlook, the other one which we also will mention in this video, the MCP server for Power Apps. It's basically an engine that allows you, for example, through Copilot Studio, to engage with that specific application. So instead of having to model the connectivity, the APIs, the connectors, and so on, you can just add your MCP server or multiple servers within your Copilot Studio agent, and that agent will use this server to connect based upon the configuration that you give it. Thanks to the newly announced Power Apps MCP server, you will be able to let your users use Copilot, and Copilot will, thanks to the MCP server, correspond with your data, with your views, with your forms in Power Apps. So no more having to go to your Power Apps URL, going through the views and forms, but just using Copilot and the integration through the MCP server to do it in a conversational way. That's very cool.
And so there's no need for me to jump to the app.
Guys, forget the API worlds. API is dead. Long live the IQ layer. Microsoft's new announcements on the intelligent layer. Now, fancy words, what the hell is it? Basically, Microsoft announced the combination of 3 IQs. IQs, marketing. Anyways, Work IQ. Work IQ is, let's say, an intelligent framework that knows more or less what your users are doing in the M365 environment, what they're working on, how they're behaving, what's their tone of voice, and so on and so on. Second, Fabric IQ basically knows, works on Fabric, works on your data, it understands your data. And then thirdly, Foundry IQ, which is actually running more on your Azure knowledge, let's say, simply trying to simplify it, on your knowledge, trying to understand what your organization knows and connects that with agents. Now, why is that important? Basically, where in the past you had to use connectors, APIs to work with data, to integrate, to connect with everything. This is not needed anymore, or at least this will evolve. With the intelligent layer, your agents will be able, so also your Copilot, your agents will be able to connect, to know, to work with data, to propose more intelligent actions, and so on and so on. It's quite new, and it's perhaps a bit underestimated. Section 2 is all about safe adoption. In other words, how we can drive safely in a secure way the adoption of AI in our organization, which means a whole lot of governance.
With agents becoming part of every process and team, we need to make sure they are secure and observable by default.
And what you need to know, very important, is that governance is mature. It became mature. Microsoft has invested a lot in the governance aspects because also they realize that big organizations need enterprise-grade solutions to drive adoption on AI and the Power Platform. An absolute game changer in the world of agent governance is Agent 365, a complete new capability where you will be able to see all your agents in your organization, no matter where they were created. Why? Because all agents in the future will also get an ID in Entra, so an identity. Based on that, you will, in Agent 365, see all your agents. You will be able to manage lifecycle. You will be able to manage policies and policy templates. There will be an integration with Defender and Purview for risk and threat management, and much, much more. Next to that, it will also have analytical capabilities, whereas you will have operational insights in how your agents are running, but also the strategic perspective if they are actually bringing any return on investment for your organization. One of the things that might have stayed unnoticed throughout all the other capabilities is the Viva Engage community agent. Basically, it's an agent helping you to drive adoption. It's looking to all the conversations happening in your channels. It's grounding them from a knowledge base point of view so that you can reuse the questions and the answers through multiple channels. But it's also helping you to look at questions, to predefine answers, so to make answers propositions for you, so you don't have to write everything, but you can basically validate what it has been writing and adjust if needed and post it as a certified answer to the question that was in the channel. In section 3, our final section, we need to talk about the impact of all of this on the human workforce. Agents and AI will surely have an impact on the roles you need to optimally use them in your organization. From a technological point of view, you will have the need for humans working much more into data and knowledge. Second, you will also need much more makers. From a business point of view, it will shift from humans being responsible for task execution, becoming co-responsible, but also accountable for the part that is being executed by the agents. And in addition, for sure, last but not least, it's the experiences. Humans will be able to focus much more on experiences such as customer experience, product experience, and employee experience. We are clearly living in a tech-led world. Now, think about one thing for a second. This beautiful bridge, has it been built because we were thinking like, oh, we can build bridges, so let's build one, or because we thought we needed it to realize a certain business value, a certain human value? So it's the same with AI. We need to make sure that we don't adapt to technology, but technology benefits our human ambitions. All right, we reached the end of this video. We hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. Don't forget to follow us on LinkedIn or other socials. And if you ever need a true digital enablement partner focused around the Power Platform and AI, you know where to find us, appfie.com. We also told you that you needed a password to get the PDF, which is not true. Just send us some happiness and love and you will get the PDF. See you next Ignite. Bye bye.